Oh, how about that? Live again. Attempt 2. If you were sticking with me, I appreciate you. We just had a power outage. Then YouTube seemed to be down or restarting or whatever the deal was. Excuses, etc. Now we're back. Um, this will force me to refine the routine, make it much more efficient, much less flex time in between things. I see we still have some people with us for live. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Uh, Basically a 1 hour delay now. Oh, Bree's in the house. What's up, Bree? What's up? Hopefully Kivan, Nassim, David, Linda. We'll make this much more efficient. The goal is still the same, to do some very relaxing long hold stretches. Now we'll just crunch down the number of those that we perform as we got to move on with our day, right? Okay, so find that comfortable floor space. And if you weren't in the live before, and this is your first time tuning in, maybe it's later in the day, don't worry, this is perfect as a standalone situation, okay? Start on the mat. We'll do a very brief re-warm up. This will be simple. I'm sitting in my boat-ish posture where my heels are off the ground. I'm gonna put my hands and cuff them right behind my knee joints, right? And then I'm going to, while balancing, try to extend both legs, flex the quads, and then bring the heels into the butt and squeeze your hands. When you feel that squeeze, you know your hamstrings are contracting. That's what we're looking for. If your balance is a little off, you're going to alternate left and right. If you feel very confident with your balance, or a little more advanced, we'll do them both at the same time. So for about a minute, this will be our one warm-up piece, our re-warm-up piece. And for those of you the first time, this will be your warm-up. Flex the legs straight, and then squeeze the fingers with the hamstring club, and back and forth. Breathe big. I'm very much looking forward to these holding stretches. Some of the things we worked the most this week, the rhomboids, the pecs, the hamstrings, lower back, erector spinae behind the neck. We're gonna hit all those, very targeted. Also the quads, since we did that genie quad extension on our last leg day, and a lot of big jumps yesterday and hit. I want those quads to loosen up. I'm gonna get 5 more, then we're off to the races with the first hamstring stretch. Good, relax. Now, let's do left leg first. My left leg is out. I'm gonna cross my right over top and push the knee out, flare to the side. Good. If that cross is a little uncomfortable underneath, you can open the cross. Or you can just have that leg not be a concern, let it float out in space. The leg of concern is that one that's locked out straight, and crossed or uncrossed or open, nice and tall. This time I have a flat back. I'm reaching with my right arm. The left leg is straight. My right arm reaching towards that foot. Maybe we don't get there, it's fine. I've got this handle to pull me down. I don't want to round the spine, we'll do that at the end. But for starters, let's just reach here. We got 1 minute. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, go closer to your target. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, closer to that target. And then we hold. In every breath, if you can progress like I just showed, that's wonderful. If not, simply ride that edge of discomfort and stay right at the stretch. We're halfway through already. Keep the back flattish. I see myself in the camera starting to round and get lazy. But if I stick my chest out, I get more hamstring isolation. So let's go for that. Realizing the last move, we're going to get a big, long opportunity to round the back. Last 5 seconds. Relaxed out. Good. Now we'll simply switch legs, hit the hamstring on the other side. Right leg is out, left leg crosses over. If it's uncomfortable on the knee, open that figure 4 If it's still uncomfortable, just let it be out to the side and focus on what we need to focus on. Nice and tall with the cross. Right leg is straight. Right hand goes to the shin to pull. Left hand is the one that's going to do the reaching. 1 minute begins now. Still chest out. It's the belly button that's reaching towards that stretched thigh, not the top of the head. Okay, so keep your back flat. That'll give us good isolated hamstring stretch. That's what we're looking for right now. Halfway through. Big inhale. Exhale, a little closer. Seconds left. And this may just be a cursed YouTube, because now I feel a couple raindrops, which may move us out. Stick with me though for now. Ease out. That's your minute per side. Good. Now we're going to move into the quads, like I mentioned, and I'll show a couple options, because this one can get nasty on a vulnerable knee. So if you know you got knee pain, go ahead and stick with this very first variation, which is simple. I'm going to lie on my side, super relaxed. Then I'll take the top leg and I'm going to bend it back. And I'm going to try my best to grab again the laces. Don't grab just the shin. Grab all the way down towards the toes so that we can get a shin stretch at the same time. Then I'll put the two knees together and then just relax my head down, or cradle it like so, or whatever you want to do. But the stretch is across that quad. I'm not out to the side. I'm not open knee. I've got the knees touching, and I'm pulling the heel right into my butt, and I relax. If you'd like to go further, we're going to start by being up and sitting right on that knee. Right? Still, there isn't separation. There isn't rotation out here. Let's just stick right on top of it, and I'm going to start to lean back. If you see me from the front, I'm stacked up best I can. We do not want this rotation. Let's get it parallel. Okay? We're going to do 2 minutes on this one. Pick your poison. Either you're lying on the side, or you're with me and you're stacked up. Begin. Long hold. Let's go. Enjoy that stretch feeling all the way up the top of the thigh. Enjoy whatever version you've got. And even if you're lying on your side and you do that initial variation I showed, this will bring some feeling of vulnerability into the knee as we're getting super loosened up. We're not used to holding this deep bend for so long. So just kind of let it happen. If you want to exit it, do it slowly and carefully. Remember to minimize any rotation. Keep the knees close. We got a minute left. I'm going to dip a little bit further. Maybe you join me. Only if it feels good. Otherwise, you stay right where you're at. Twenty seconds left. Now very calmly exit it. We want to straighten the knees slowly. So if you're lying on your back, we're going to roll to the side, Let that knee come back. Expect some vulnerable feelings. Give it a little wiggle. And let's hit that other side. Again, the two options. Option one is I'm on my side. I'm going to bring that other leg up, and I'm going to grab way down by the toes, right on top of the laces. And then I'm going to put my knees together, and I'm going to bring my lower leg parallel to my other leg. And I pull it in nice and tight. And then I can relax on the side of my body. If you want more, you'll hang with me. We're going to sit now on that shin. Still no knee separation. Keep it real close. And no rotation out to the side. So tuck it right underneath you. That's going to give us a good symmetric quad stretch across the quad group and prevents rotation in the knee. And we all know the knee's not built for that rotation. So 2 minutes begin. Let's do it. I'm going to start leaning back. Always the first 15 to 30 seconds, your body's going to resist. You'll feel gripping against the stretch, and that's natural. It's a normal thing. It's healthy. We want the stretch reflex. That's a good response. It's up to us to consciously let go a little bit, and then past that 30-second mark, investigate what's lying beyond once the stretch begins, once the relaxation can start. So we're 40 seconds into it now, a minute and 20 left. Invite that quad group to start to relax. Bring it to the relax part. I'm going to go deeper. You may as well. Otherwise, stay where you're at. Feels pretty nice. And try not to fight against it. Let the stretch happen. Slowly, gently. And put your mind in that meditative zone. Try not to look around too much. Try to make your breathing consistent. Don't fidget and wiggle. Just kind of chill. Learn from the stillness. Completely opposite from all the other routines we've been doing. Slowly ease out of it, turn to the side. Let that leg go straight again. Awesome. Now I'm up. We're going to move a little bit into the upper body. We're going to get a nice rhomboid stretch. That's the space between the shoulder blades. This one will also get 2 minutes. This is going to require some self-application, just like our last pull day with the towel. Let me show you, and then I'll talk us through it, and then we'll hit this one together. This will require some grip strength. I'm going to sit like so, like I'm preparing to do another boat pose. Don't worry, no boats. Not today. I want my knees out like so. I'm going to grab underneath. One hand grabs the other wrist, and it doesn't matter which side. You pick. Now, look at my nice flat back. I'm going to give way to that, and I'm going to lean back and scoop my gut like so. I want my legs to kind of push forward, so it feels like my shoulders are almost going to get pulled out of their sockets. Of course, stop before that happens, please. But I'm leaning back, letting my arms be lazy, letting the shoulder blades separate left and right as far as possible, like so. And all you gotta do is hold that grip tight. And it should pull the shoulders forward, spread the shoulder blades left and right. You get a good rhomboid stretch. The last element is chin down to the chest. The rounder the back, the better. Let's go. Setting it up in 3, 2, Begin the 2-minute rhomboid stretch now. Ripping underneath your knees. Lean. Chin down to the chest. Shoulder blades spread left and right. And lean back so far that it feels like your shoulders are going to get popped out. And if you let go, you'd for sure fall backward. The rounder the back, the better. Your belly roll should be all folded up. Every inhale, let the lungs expand behind you, so the shoulder blades spread even further on the inhales. That's halfway, so if you'd like to switch your grip, you may, left to right, right to left. Otherwise, no worries. Sink deeper into it, roll further back. Try to get the back of your waistband to touch the ground. Relax, come out of it. Good. Now we're going to move into the pecs and into the twisting musculature. I'll show you a couple different angles. This one as well, if you have vulnerable shoulders, just move slow. It's all good. And we'll have a couple different options. Let me show you the two options first, and then you pick where you want to go. And I'll tell us when we're going to start the timer. I'm on my belly for this one. And let's all start with the right pec. So that means I'm going to take my right arm way out to the side, and then I'm going to crawl it even further away from me on the floor, right? So it's down. If we were looking from the bottom view, I would be a little higher than my shoulder height. So don't be a T, don't be an A, be a little bit of the Y direction. And then I'm going to crawl the fingers away to create a little bit of traction inside my shoulder. So instead of the feeling of compressing in, I get the feeling of reaching out in a way. So watch again. Here, palms out. It's a little bit above my shoulder line. And then I'm going to crawl away. So I get traction inside the shoulder joint. Now, this hand, like a bench press, I'm going to lift that side of my body. I once was here, now I'm here. And I automatically feel the pec stretch on my right arm. If it feels cramped, I'm going to walk it out some more and keep rotating. That should feel good by itself. If you want more, you're going to take now the left leg and you're going to start reaching towards the hand. If you can get it on the floor, that's wonderful. If not, don't worry. The target is still the right chest, the right pec. So go to your belly, pick your version. Maybe you lift the leg, maybe you don't. And we're going to start it in 5, 4, 3, 2, go. 2 minutes on the right pec. You're on your belly, you're going to crawl the hand away, and you're going to twist to push the right chest into the ground and lift the left chest off the ground. If you want more, you're going to bring that foot, reach it all the way up. And then chill. Keep the left hand like it's ready to do a push-up. That's going to wedge us and keep us in place. "30 seconds left." Push a little more into the left hand to create a bigger lift and twist. Crawl that back foot a little further, closer towards the palm. "15 seconds. Slowly untwist. Let that right shoulder relax for a moment. And then we'll begin the other side, the same work. 2 minutes. Now the left hand is out, a little bit above the shoulder height. I'm going to crawl it away from me to get traction. I'm going to bring the right hand like it's ready for a push-up, and I'm going to make it do a half push-up, smashing the left chest into the ground, crawling this hand away further if we need to. Left pec stretch. If you want more, you'll take that right foot and start crawling to reach towards the left hand. Pick your poison in 3, 2, begin the 2 minutes. Relax. This one, as you inhale, make the chest expand into the floor more. Push into the floor with your inhales. That's going to give us a bigger pec stretch, ideally. Take a checkup and see also with the left hand if you can crawl it further out to get more separation in the left shoulder joint. We're halfway through. 1 minute left. My left arm's going a little bit numb, a little tingles. It's not uncommon. If you're comfortable with that, let it happen. Otherwise, get out of it. Last 10 seconds. And untwist. Relax. We're back up. Whew. Felt nice on the pecs, real nice. So the move we did in the warm-up on the video that has now been deleted because we had a power outage. So this is the only one you're watching. This is the first time you'll see it. Knuckles behind the love handles. Crawl them up high. How high up the back can you get it? So now I'm kind of on my ribs, like so. I started here and I crawled up as far as possible. Once I've got that, I'm letting my elbows roll and drift forward to rotate the arm out that way. Think of like putting yourself in a Kimura. Roll the elbows forward and round the spine and chin down. So it's up to me to keep the hands high and keep them from sliding away. If I go full lazy mode, they're just going to slide away. So figure out what you need to do, pushing the knuckles into the back a little bit to maintain that grip. And then we'll just let them hang. Also 2 minutes. If you got vulnerable shoulders, this one could be really nice for you, but you got to be careful the entire time. My worst moments in life of shoulder health, a stretch like this for this long might have just dislocated me completely. So if you're on that level, just keep it gentle. Don't roll as far forward. And if at any moment you need to exit it, bring the elbows back and let the arms slide away. Get nice and tall. Trap your hands nice and high up, both of them. I've got one free to set the timer. And then we'll go chin to chest, rounded back, elbows roll forward, 2 minutes, hold it. How far forward can you let your elbows roll? That's the stretch with this one. You're going to feel the lengthening anywhere behind your shoulder blade. It's the infraspinatus that's getting targeted. And whether or not you feel it, being in this position puts it at its length. So it may just be an issue of coordination if you're not really perceiving where the stretch is. Just chill and let it happen. Let the elbows drift forward. We've got another minute. You might feel the front of the shoulder too. Seconds. Now very slowly, stack up your posture. Let the arms slide down your back. Thumbs forward and give them a wiggle. Get that blood flow back. That was nice. Super nice. Very flowy at this point. Okay. So, it's a compressed session due to our technical difficulties. That means we get to our dessert nice and early. Here it goes. The final move, and then I'll set you off on your day. This is the 10-minute double hamstring stretch. I'll show this one from the side so you can see. I do want the back to be rounded. We're going to get nice and tall. Get comfortable with this because 10 minutes is a very long time. Chin goes down to the chest. Spine gets as rounded as possible. The knees stay straight and we spill over to the front. We should feel all the muscle behind our neck, all the muscle down either side of the spine, the erector spinae, both hamstring groups. And if you got your toes cranked up like I'm going to try to do with mine, you're also going to feel a little bit of a calf stretch with this one. Okay. This is our final move. Get into it. It's a 10-minute meditation. Try not to exit the stretch. Either hold right where you're at or progress further with your next exhale. Don't relax out. Either you stay right on the edge or you progress further with the next exhale. Stick with me. I'll give us 1 minute updates. I'll count down by the integer numbers. That's all I'm going to say. Otherwise, it's up to you to be progressive with it, up to you to stick with it. 10's a very long time. But with the unique time choice, you get unique benefits of these long holds. Shall we? In 3, 2, let the 10-minute journey begin. Spill over, rounded back, chin to chest. Arms can go wherever you need to place them to serve the stretch. For me, that means grabbing my legs. Maybe you're grabbing the towel or the mat underneath you. Maybe you got a shirt around your feet and you're pulling in. Let's go. One minute in. Two minutes in. Three minutes in, starting to really feel the loosening. Enjoy it and move further into it. Four minutes. Five minutes in, half wet. Feels much different than the beginning. Keep enjoying the hold. Chin down. On each exhale, progress further. Six minutes. Continue. Notice the change that's happening. The feelings of this thing progressing a little bit, transforming. Seven minutes. Now we got 3 to go. This is new territory. Our longest hold last week was 7. Now let's add 3 extra. Eight minutes in, 2 remain. Stick with me. I'm starting to get a little toe numbness. I'm going to choose to stay with it. If it gets real painful or if it feels wrong, I'm going to get out. And let's enter the final minute. Last 30 seconds. Take note of all the change that has occurred. Take a huge inhale. Exhale, go a little further. Squeeze a little more out of this one. The final 15 seconds of a 10-minute hold. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly crawl out of it. the spine should feel a little strange. Right away, we're going to the belly. Be very careful with the transitions. And to counteract that big flexion, we're going to do a big extension. Flex the butt as if we're going for a Superman. Put the palms underneath your chest and lift up. Stretch the skin underneath the belly. Big chest, look up. Put the spine in the opposite curve it was just in for 10 minutes. Lift a little higher. Take a big inhale. And then relax down. Put your hands underneath your face and chill. I want you to spend the next several minutes here letting that spine equalize, come back to normal. Enjoy the feeling of the stretch that has just passed. Keep relaxing. And maybe you'll just fall asleep right here and fade into a little yin yoga nap. Thanks again for sticking with me through the technical difficulties today. Tomorrow's Monday. We're back on some good, aggressive, no equipment strength and conditioning. Enjoy the rest of the day. Stretch your minds as well as we just stretched our body. See ya.